Students and faculty alike gathered at Trace Hall to see Michele Norris, host of National Public Radio's All Things Considered, speak about race and gender in the presidential elections.
To think that in the span of half a century, that in this country, that we would see an election where on the Democratic side, an African American and a woman would be fighting tooth and nail for the Democratic nomination. Well, to dream of something like that would be like trying to reach out and touch the sun.
Along with her role in NPR, Norris is also an award-winning journalist from her work as a former ABC correspondent and contributor for World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
I know Michele Norris from NPR, so I knew that this was going to be an especially good one with Michele.
I've heard her radio show a couple of times, but I'm more familiar with her on Chris Matthews' Hardball, when she appears on there on Sunday mornings sometimes.
She really affirms the kind of quality that we like from NPR, and so she was an excellent person to have to kind of analyze and handle those two, juggling those two issues. She really had a great dialogue going back and forth. It wasn't very cut and dry. She was really interacting with people. I thought that was added another dimension.
The lecture also opened the audience's eyes and brought up intrigue about this very timely subject.
Her analysis of what was going on in the election and kind of weaving the two stories, the African American story and the woman's story together, I thought was really insightful on her part, very interesting.
It's important to get different perspectives as far as race and gender. Like me personally, I couldn't give you a woman's perspective on issues or things like that, and I couldn't give you a black man's or even another race's perspective on issues like that. So I think it's good to have all of them involved so that we get the different perspectives on everything.
Are we going to see more women running at all levels of government? Will we see more people of color? Probably. But the biggest change that I think you're going to see is not just in the political arena, but is in the youngest generation. Because when I talked about people growing up and seeing obstacles instead of opportunities, there's a generation that's growing up in this country that will take for granted that a woman can run for president.
Some people have compared this campaign to the civil rights movement of long ago. I don't know if it's necessarily the civil rights movement, but it's just like history repeating itself and how women had to fight for rights a long time ago. African Americans had to fight for rights a long time ago, and it's just coming full circle now, and the fight is still not over for any of us, for women or for minorities.
To find out about more informative events like this one, visit www.eagleton.rutgers.edu. For RUTV, I'm Laura Schneebacher.